Welcome to Recovering Addict. I am LT, your host for this wonderful Sunday evening, and I hope to be your voice of serenity on a Sunday night so that we can take on this work week and be happy and joyful and free in our hearts and minds and souls. Welcome to Recovering Addict.
I love all those things. I'm your co-host, Felice Weaver, married to this guy. I love him.
That's right. It's Sunday. How's everybody feeling? How is everybody feeling? We got some newcomers. We had some cool people up in the Zooms. And Big Hump, it was awesome seeing you in the Zoom. Great to see your face and talk to you. I love our Sunday meeting. It's just so thoughtful. We got a Sunday Zoom meeting, and all it's about is spirituality, thinking about God. And we haven't even started thinking about God yet. We're just thinking about thinking, how to think correctly. Thinking's a good thing. I noticed when I went into my rehab program, and I had spent, 3.5 years of just straight ritualistic binge drinking addiction, that I had a hard time even reading a sentence. And by the time now I can read through a few chapters and I'm good. But I had to relearn how to read. And on top of that, I've had to relearn how to sit and think. Instead of just reading a sentence and going, oh, that's what it said, but to actually think about what it said. And actually, I was going through my homework here today, and this is one of the sentences that I read that I kind of just took it at face value for a second until I went to my questions and it asked me a question. But it said, let me see, where was it at? What about Michigan? Models of recovery. Dang it. What is it? I'll find it.
There somewhere.
I'll find it. Hold on. And think about this. This is kind of cool. It says Michigan's Medicaid waiver. It says the guidelines required for peer support specialist service to address medical necessities, which was defined as community inclusion and participation, independence, and or productivity. Okay, we just heard that, but think about it, For medical necessities, which are defined as, and this is like what we want people to do, this is part of recovery, this is us, community inclusion and participation. Who doesn't want to be included in things? For a good recovery program to take place, you get included, you're invited, and you participate, and it feels good to be part of the family. And then participation leads to independence. Since we were kids, since parents first taught us how to walk, we've always wanted to be independent. And getting clean from drugs and alcohol and getting our minds back together, we become independent again. That feels good. And then productivity. Who doesn't like to end their day and look back and go, wow, I was productive today. I remember when I built that deck, first thing I did is I detoxed off of alcohol, fifth a night, gallons on the weekend, drunk, alcoholic, drunk. Checked myself into detox, got out, and I took a whole week and I built this deck. 6 feet off the ground. I think it was about 10 by 15. It turned out really nice. Made it out of redwood. At the end of that week, I went into my IOP feeling like I had done something productive, and then continue to do that from now on. But the idea behind that is thinking. I had to relearn how to read. Like Twitter, you only can tweet, 200 characters? That's all people's minds have been reduced to lately with their TikTok, and I'm not talking crap if you're on TikTok, because I'm on TikTok too. But our attention span is 15? My son Amos said today, he goes, Dad, have you noticed that if you have to watch a 30-second commercial, you'll click through it after 5 seconds, but if you have to watch a 5-second commercial, you get mad? That's our attention span. And so I think it's good for us as addicts and alcoholics to force ourselves to think. And it's productive to think, to start thinking about what we read, thinking about what we say, what other people, just life in general. Just think about things. And that's what our Sunday thing is all about. And this is Recovering Addict. We're here to help and support the still suffering addict. We are here to be a bridge to a community greater than ourselves, to help support you through your alcohol or drug addiction, and to help us all become better people. And to educate on relapse prevention, and to just become better and happier people, because we want to be happy. And the keys to happiness is working a recovery modeled program. And that's what we do here. We teach that, and then we have a community that we all hang out in. I'll let Fleece say what up to everybody.
Oh, you know what? My favorite part? Because I get to control the mouse. Just kidding. Hi, John. Good evening, good morning, afternoon, family. He hits all of them every time. Misty Johns, hello. How are you doing? Doing good. Been working on the website, trying to get it looking better. That's kind of hard. Raylene, just waiting for the meeting. We're here. Glad you waited. Hey, Big Hump.
Big Hump.
What is up? Desmond. Good day, everyone. Hope everyone is well on this lovely Monday. Becky. It is technically our Sunday. And who else we got in here?
Happy birthday, Big Dez.
Happy birthday.
Everybody wish Dez a happy birthday today.
Miss Creepy Crawl Space. Hi, Naomi.
Naomi. I think you got some good news to share with everybody if you haven't already.
Yeah, somewhere in there someone said it. Hey, Ashley. What up, Kyle? Christine, always a pleasure. Let's see. We got my son, Humphrey.
My son Humphrey. What's going on there?
What is up?
How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, Maryland.
Marilyn, glad you're here.
We got Ken in the house.
Ken, saw your face today. That was cool.
Teeter in the house.
Mr. Teeter, love
Here
that
it
guy.
is. 2 hours. I'm excited and scared at the same time. 30 days is bittersweet. But we are so proud of you. It's so amazing. Love it. Hello, Sky.
What's up, Sky?
I love emojis.
So
As do I.
Saturday, was it Saturday or Friday? Friday was National Emoji Day. Can anybody in the chat tell me what the #1 used emoji is across the world? The #1 emoji. No Googling, no cheating. Throw your emoji in there and tell me which one you think it is.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
The laughy face.
The laughy face. Felice is going with the laughy face.
Hey, Norman.
Norman, G, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Cherie. What up, Kat?
What's up, matey? Hey, Kat, how you doing? I haven't seen you for a minute.
There's Teeter's better half, Mr.
Andrew.
Andrew.
How's your program working, Kat? How's your head? Where's your heart?
Hey,
Let us know.
Michelle.
Michelle, what's going on? And Canada.
It's my beautiful
Raina,
Raina.
hello.
Love you. What up, Soupy?
Soupy in the house. How you doing? How's this Sunday evening treating you? Everybody ready to take on a week and kick its ass because we're all in recovery and we're going to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, normally, a Facebook user, I look and see, but you've been saying that the group is for if they want to stay
Anonymity.
anonymous. So,
If you want your name known on here when we pull it up, go to YouTube or the Facebook page. But if you're in the group, if you're in the private group watching this video, know that when you comment, your anonymity is secure. And
yeah.
We'll leave it that way.
So, if you'd like me to know who you are, just put your name in your comment.
There you go.
Otherwise, I'll just assume
Or
you
give
don't.
StreamYard permission.
Yes. But hello, Facebook user. Yeah, I felt bad when you said that. I was like, I just been ratting people out left and right.
Yep, there you go. That's what Fleece does.
I don't care. Just kidding. I do. Hello, Erin.
What's up, sister?
Teeter's boss lady was a Karen today.
Karen.
Sorry, all you Karens out there.
Poor Karen. That name's been ruined. The name Kyle's
Nope.
kind of been ruined.
Nobody's ever going to name their kid Karen ever again. That
Hunter.
name
You
has
don't want to
died
name your
out.
kid Hunter now.
Desmond is here for anybody that needs to gets me out of my head.
Amen.
Yes. Raylan. Desmond, I'll talk to you. Raylan's having a hard day today. Oh, shoot. Love when it does that. Let's see, who else we got? Oh, we got somebody from Twitch. We got Twitcher.
Merc. Now that is...
5030.
What's up, 5030? How you doing? Twitch, thanks for watching. Glad you're here.
5030. Sean, love it.
Sean, how are you doing?
Adrian, beautiful beginnings,
Beautiful
in
beginnings.
the house.
I love it.
Yes.
What up, everybody? And in-house patient, Sawyers, Arizona, Mississippi, Kentucky, everybody out there, even Louisville, if you all are still watching, shouting you guys out and praying for your all's recovery.
Always. And we got Sean, Christine's husband. Welcome, Sean.
What's up, Sean?
Glad you could join. Oh, Michelle
you're here.
guessed the poop emoji.
Poop emoji. That's a
Are
good,
these all the guesses
good
now?
guess. Yep, those look like guesses to
I
me.
see hearts.
The dog, the cry face Mark
Laughy,
put.
oh,
The
dog.
laughy cry face.
There's a heart.
Black heart.
Thumbs up.
That's what I thought. I thought it was thumbs up.
Heart
With
eyes.
eyes. But the #1 emoji.
Oh, we got a poop emoji. Spider.
This actually, Teeter and Merc were the winners. That is the number
It
one
is the
used,
laughy one?
the laughy with the cry. That's the number one used emoji worldwide right now. There's some useless knowledge for y'all.
That's the one I was thinking.
Alicia, what's up,
That's one I
sister?
use all the time.
Yo, there's my brother from another mother.
Kenny.
Woo! That's my dog right there, man. I love that guy. Yes. Okay, we're gonna jump into this 24-hour a day from Kindle, and I think it is perfectly exactly what we need to hear today, just because of some of the stuff that's been going on in Discord. I'm not trying to be a jerk or rude or none of that stuff, but y'all, we got different personalities. We're all in recovery. We're all in the same boat. I put a picture of yesterday's AA thought of the day, and it was about gossip and criticism. We're all hurting. We all act out. We're all, especially if we're brand new to sobriety, brand new to recovery, we don't understand our character defects quite yet, and we still act out in them. So we need to be empathetic and loving towards those that do, and we have to be able to realize that too. I love that, brother. Right to you, bro. And so July 19th, AA thought of the day, it says, gossip about or criticism of personality has no place in AA club room. Every man in AA is a brother and every woman is a sister, as long as he or she is a member of AA and the member of Recovering Addict in the Discord and all that. It's all the same thing. Our desire is to recover and to not go back to a lifestyle that ruined us, right? And so we're on this same boat together. We're all on this life-preserving boat, and it is life and death for a lot of us. We ought not to gossip about the relationships of any man or woman in the group. And if we say about another member, I think he or she has taken a few drinks on the side, it's the worst thing we could do to that person. If a woman or man is not living up to the AA principle or has a slip, it's under her or him to stand up in a meeting and say so. If you fall down, it's up to you to say so. We're not going to criticize and judge you for it, nor are we going to pre-criticize by talking behind your back about it. If they don't do that, they are only hurting themselves. Here's the question now. Do I talk about other members behind their back? That's a question. What do we do here? We take our inventory, right? And our inventory, if you guys take your inventory, and I've put it up on the screen many times, and you guys should have a screenshot of this, criticism is one of them. Criticizing is to focus on people or things for the purpose of devaluing them and then building yourself up. Take your inventory. If you're doing that kind of stuff and you're living in your character defects, you could be on the road to relapse. And that's the road we don't want on. Remember, we're going up that down escalator. And as soon as you stop going up, you're going to start moving down. That process of relapse happens when you start to move backwards. And then down here at the bottom of the escalators where the denial has wrapped you and you start drinking or using again. So take your inventory. If you find yourself that has been you in that position, make amends. Do what you got to do to make yourself right with yourself, to your higher power. Work a step 5. Talk about it to yourself, God, and another human being. And move on. And that's it. Move on. That's all we got to do. So the meditation of the day. To God, a miracle of change in a person's life is only a naturally happening. But it is a natural happening operated by a spiritual forces. There is no miracle in personalities too marvelous to be an everyday happening, but miracles happen only to those who are fully guided and strengthened by God. Marvelous changes in people's nature happen so simply, and yet they are free from all other agencies than the grace of God. But these miracles have been prepared for by days and months of longing for something better. They are always accompanied by a real desire to conquer self and surrender to one's life to God. That's what recovery is about, right? Self-mastery. I pray that I may expect miracles in the lives of people, and I pray that God may use me to help people change. 100%. I pray that all the time. And now let's jump into our questions for the live. I love them. I asked if anybody has questions. You know, this is the part of the segment here that we talk about the questions you pose here in the live stream. John V says, off topic, but it's Sunday. I agree, brother. Let's have fun. David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar? Neither. That's my answer to that one. Simple. Because Merg posts an even, not I'm going to say better, but posts a more interesting question to me. Pantera or Tool? You know where I'm going, right?
Neither.
So, David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar? I'm going to say Maynard James Keenan. Pantera or Tool? Tool. 100%. That's my favorite band of all time. My favorite lyricist of all time is Maynard James Keenan. My favorite everything is Tool. 100% Tool. Ask anybody that knows me. All I do is listen to Tool. And I make people annoyed by it. What's your guys' opinion? David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar? Pantera or Tool?
He says, okay, great segment. Hey, Polly.
Polly's in the house. What's going on, Polly?
Oh, Pride has me going to rehab at the end of the month. Excited.
Yes.
Are you, Christine, is this your Sean? Because that's awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations. This is our boy Zylan. I'm ranting Zylan now.
Zylan, what's up, buddy? Love you.
He's packing while watching. 2 days.
I'm excited.
Can't wait to see you, bud.
So excited.
All right, we got a Tool.
Yes,
We
John.
got a Tool.
Yes, Ash.
Metallica or Guns N' Roses?
Oh, Metallica. 100%.
Metallica. Metallica. I knew you were a Tool for life.
Yes.
Roth and Tool.
Right on, Roth and
Deep
Tool. Deep purple. Oi, mate.
Oh, LT, you are a Tool.
Yes, I am. 100%.
Tool.
Yes. Tool.
Oh, that is your Sean. Well, hello, welcome to the comments.
Yes, Sean. I'm so
I'm
glad.
glad you guys are both here. He says David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth for Sean, huh? Wow. Okay.
2-year birthday today. Good job, Ken.
Ken, good job, man. Dang, I wish I would have known that sooner.
Love you, Zylan. And a Metallica.
Naomi, are you still in the chat? Say yes if you are and pay attention to the screen, okay? I'm going to wait for your comment.
Do, 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 do,
Tool,
do.
100% Tool. What's my favorite Tool song? Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Oh my gosh. It's like one of the memes. Nobody. dot, 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 dot.
Nobody.
Me. Oh, what's my favorite Tool song?
I have a hard time picking one. My go-to is like writing too, but I don't know. It's probably 'cause the only one I can name. I just love them all.
Not a huge fan of Tool, but I don't hate Maynard. I
He's
like
awesome. He's a genius.
I like Perfect Circle. Only because Tool gives me anxiety.
Tool's amazing. Tool is freaking amazing.
Maybe she left.
Naomi, waiting for you, girl.
Creepy cat.
Prison Sex, that's a good one. Love that one.
Oh, hi, Marcus. I didn't tell you hello earlier.
Misty Jones. What was your most challenging day of recovery? Oh, geez.
Good question, Kenny. Good question.
There's been a few, but my number one, I don't know, because it's on like a different scale, because it's a different emotion that produces it. There was a thing that happened with my ex not too long ago that I was in a rage, and like anger rages are really hard to contain because once you're on fire and pissed off, it's hard to calm down from that. And that desire gave me the desire to say F it. I was like F it. I'm just gonna throw all this away, everything I'm doing, and drink, man. Why not? Just go have a normal job, make $70,000 a year, and just drink. Who cares? It made me feel like that, but I got through it, and that was a challenge because I was pissed all day. Maybe that's my number one, but then there's those other ones that are just as tricky. I don't know. It's tricky to say that I had the most challenging because they're all challenging. When we first started getting back into our shop out here, and I remember this like so vividly. It was like our first time this summer. Felice and I are walking out to the shop. I fling the door open to the shop, and it was just like, where's my whiskey? I need a couple shots now. I have to take a couple drinks. I'm in the shop. It's time to drink. That was a tough one. And so what did I do? I threw it out in the air. I said, hey, Felice, man, I feel like drinking. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. And that was it. I just took the power out of it. I think the efforts, when I get down on myself and say I'm hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, if I'm not using my halt tool, and I'm one of those, and the depression kind of starts and I feel overwhelmed or defeated, hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, and it's taken me just down a notch in my recovery, that's when the effort. I think the effort is probably the hardest part of my recovery. So the most challenging would be the efforts for 100%.
Good question. Cassie's in the house.
Cassie!
Good
Ting
evening, my
ting!
sweet people. Ting, 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 ting.
Miss Creepy Cat back yet?
Yeah, where's Creepy? Did she leave for a minute? Is that what happened? come back.
Come back, Naomi. We're waiting for you.
Ashley likes sober.
That's a good song. Dang good song.
Christine said, halt is a priceless tool.
Yeah, 100% priceless tool. Heck yeah. Sky's kicking ass. Man, everybody's kicking ass. Christine's awesome. Love it.
Hey, y'all are doing very, very well.
Yes, please like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell.
Or as Teeter likes to say, smash that like button, spank that subscribe button, and ring that bell. That always makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Spank it.
I'm going to reach out over here for her and see where the heck
Oh, hey,
is she?
Vincent.
Hang on, let me get a hold of Miss Creepy Cat.
This guy says, I was totally triggered today by my sister. I grappled with it for a couple hours. Called Nikki, Mama, Discord, got through it. I am not used to not saying F it. Well, sometimes you have to. It's one of those, like, you just got to walk away. Glad you got through it, though, Sky. Sky, you're amazing. You've worked through so many hard things, and you're still sober, and we've watched it from the beginning, and you just use all the tools. Like, you're a great inspiration to all the others out there.
Yeah, you've overcome some crazy obstacles and grown from it. It's awesome.
Everybody messaged her.
I just shot her one too.
Gotta get ready for work.
Oh, Teeter.
Hashtag no Karens tonight.
No Karens tonight.
It's too funny. Sean wanted to say George Strait.
George Strait's cool.
Yeah.
I like George Strait.
I got all the kids addicted to Tennessee whiskey. It
That
really is a good song.
That era of country, George Strait, that's my favorite era of country for sure.
She's being summoned. It's witchcraftery over here.
Let's see if I can hit her on Discord too.
She's getting blowed up.
Yeah. All right, well, let's jump into our book real quick then, I guess, huh?
Yay.
Oh, Kenny, if you're still watching, I started college. You should be happy with me.
And he did good on his first test.
I got a 90% on my
here.
first test. Can you believe that crap? Insanity.
Because he's smart.
Aubrey! No.
He is.
I got lucky again.
He's a very intelligent man.
Ooh, dude, if you got a toothache, grab like a chunk of garlic and stuff it in there. I'm telling you, it helps. It
Just
burns, but it
not
helps.
too much. Make your whole face wow. Oh, that's so cool, Christine. Her daughter sings Tennessee whiskey while she plays guitar.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. You and Naomi should do a duet.
Dang it, Naomi. Where you at, girl? Where you at, girl? Okay, so how others react to the addict. That's what we're going to talk about. Other people's reactions to us. Friends and especially family want to make sense out of what is happening to the addicted person that they deeply care about. They're looking at us. You remember what it was like when you hit stage 2? Remember we talked about stage 1, everything's internal. People don't really see and understand what's going on the inside because nothing's really showing on the outside yet. But now you've entered into stage 2, and on the outside, things are showing. Your addict is showing, and friends and especially family want to make sense out of this. Like, what the heck? Why are they pushing us away? Why are they doing this to themselves? Don't they love themselves? Or if they're a father or a wife that have kids or whatever, why don't they love their children? What they're trying to make sense out of what the heck we're doing to ourselves in this point in stage 2. That's because they care. They deeply care about the person that's addicted and treating themselves bad and treating others around them bad. And trying to understand people around the addict label him or her in effort to cope with the change. This is when they start labeling us. And that's their effort to cope with the change they see going on. What is really being labeled is the presence of the addict. So they're not really, when you look at it, you got to understand how to separate yourself when you were in your addictive addiction. Look at yourself as a personality and a person that was not the true you. And in recovery, the true you is coming back, right? In addiction, That really wasn't you. I mean, it was you, and you let it happen, and you're responsible for all of those things you did. But at the same time, you weren't in your right mind. And for the people looking at you, they're going to label you. The addicted person may get labeled as irresponsible, troubled, tense, crazy, strange, or weak. If people suspect the true source of the problem, addicts will be labeled more accurately to reflect what is happening and how others perceive them. Family members use many labels when speaking about the addict. Now tell me if you've ever been called this in your life, or have you heard through the grapevine you were called this? He's a bum. I've been called that. He eats too much. She's so irresponsible. All he does is buy, buy, buy. All she does is work, work, work. He does drink a little too much. He's oversexed. You just can't trust her anymore. Not trustworthy.
Kenny's proud of you. I'm extremely happy for you. I'm not surprised at all that you're experiencing success in academics. You're one of the smartest, most capable people I've ever met. Keep doing what you're doing. This is your calling. Love you, brother.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, Kenny. 100% miss you.
I've had a question real quick, though. Without getting into details, he's just curious. Can you only be sober on the Discord?
No, we're here to support you. But if you're drunk, it's probably not a good idea to start chatting with people. I mean, and if you're not in your right frame of mind, don't be responsible. Realize that when you're in Discord, you're in a boat full of people who are trying to survive addiction. It's a life or death situation. If you're drunk and you're fantasizing and you're romanticizing alcohol or drugs, that could trigger somebody and they'll go off. In this day and age, you don't know what the heck's out there. The next shot you put in your arm, if you're a heroin person or whatever, or the drug you take, a pill you pop, could kill you. Could be your last. And we don't want to drive anybody to do that. We want to be safe and protect everybody we can. So I would say if you're drunk and you want to be a part of one of our meetings that we get in the chat, I would just hold off on talking. I don't know. I mean, what do you feel comfortable with? Would you want me to be in a high risk situation? Would you take me to a high risk situation? And if you wouldn't treat me like that, don't treat yourself like that, and then don't treat others like that either. It's just a respect thing, and I don't know. I'll let you decide on that. What does the chat think? What does the chat think about Big Hump's question? Any comments on that? What's up, B? Green-eyed kitty cat. Welcome to the show.
Here's something he's heard. He does drink a wee too much.
He drinks a wee too much, maybe.
Oh, what are we celebrating with Merc? Is there a celebration that I missed? Or just because he's Merc?
Probably because he's got a sleeveless shirt on.
Ooh.
I got my sleeves off.
Or are we celebrating Aubrey? A big day today, right?
Oh, what's going on? What'd I miss?
Yeah, what are we missing? Tell us.
Where's Naomi?
He said, no, you hit it on the head. Respect is the key.
Yeah. That's what I would think.
Good advice.
You know, and how much do you really get out of anything when you're drinking? I know I've gone to meetings, or not meetings, but I've gone to events where I need to think, and I was drunk, and if thinking doesn't really work out too well when you're drunk.
And they definitely want help. Well, I can't say you have to be sober, but you need to watch what you say. Yes, exactly. Could any of us do this while intoxicated?
Right.
Ashley says, I feel like we should be able to help.
Yeah.
Look who's here.
Oh, it's about time.
Even if you're drunk or high, please feel free to reach out. Big Tom. I want others to succeed. Sobriety is a blessing. I'm here for you. That's good. We have something for you.
Miss Creepy Cat, give me a thumbs up that you're watching, because I don't want you to turn off for a second.
John, psst, MCC's here, LT. Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
we seen her.
I saw her too. Naomi, give me a thumbs up real quick, and then keep your eye on the screen, please.
Do not avert your eyes.
Yay! Oh, I love it. I love this crowd. I love the chat. I love everybody in this group. I love Discord. I love family. Our Facebook private
She
group.
gave
Please
you-
post those real quick.
I will. She gave you 3 thumbs up.
3 thumbs is up.
I'll post them after this brief message.
Okay, here we go.
You know how many days are in a month? 30. You know who's 30 days sober? Naomi. We're so proud of you. Good job.
We are so proud of you, Naomi.
Naomi, I'm so proud to have been there from the beginning with you, and you're doing all the right things, working your program, reaching out. I just want to let you know that I am very, very proud of you.
You're doing a great thing, and you're very beautiful, too. We're all proud of you, actually.
So amazing. Thank you, Naomi, for being a part of our community, and congratulations on 30 days. Woo! Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. I love it.
So proud.
Good job, Naomi.
Like a proud mama and papa up here. Oh my gosh, it's happening. Yay!
It's like I cry every time.
Oh, they make my heart so happy.
Oh, me too. We've had a hard time keeping up with birthdays lately. Big Hump says, I'm speaking more along the lines of harm reduction. If you can sit down and be respectful, please exit if you are drunk, rude, or belligerent. Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
I think, yeah, I think you know. You know, brother. Good. Good. We're proud of you. I mean, you're doing it. You are kicking its ass. It's what it's about. I love seeing, remember what we talk about? We talk about the 4 healthy ways to get our needs met, and that's making yourself better through education and learning, right? So you can turn to yourself and you got a toolbox to turn to. You turn to your higher power in times of need. You turn to your family and friends for support, and that feels good, and that's a healthy way to get it. And then a community. And I've seen you do all that. And that's where the true reward is. You reach for drugs and alcohol to make the moment illusional. It makes an illusion to feel better. It doesn't end well. But you reach out to these healthy things. You grow. You overcome those little battles, just like Sky. She's doing it. That's amazing. Ashley.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Watching everybody. It's so great.
Everybody grows. I love it so much.
Well, you're an inspiration for those still struggling.
Okay, we got 2 more paragraphs real quick, and then we'll get to Cassie's quote of the day. So when we get labeled, where they're labeling us, they're trying to figure out what the heck's going on with this addict. Why? What the heck are they doing to themselves? Why are they treating me like that? I didn't do nothing to you. When the labeling process occurs, it's a sign that the illness has progressed to the point where family and friends have noticed it and must protect themselves from the addictive personality. Now you have a personality they're going to protect themselves from. People sense that the addict doesn't care about others. We get that, okay? Remember what we talked about? You can ask an addict, hey, I think you're drinking too much, or make a statement to them, I think you're drinking too much. And if they react in, what do you care? My drinking isn't hurting you. You know that they don't care about themselves. Or if they say, what is it to you? Drinking's none of your business. You know what they think about other people. And so people on the outside looking in feel and sense all this. So they're going to protect themselves from it. They're going to protect themselves by either removing themselves, which is what the addict really wants. Get out of my way and don't talk to me about it. Or trying to control the addict, or the other will happen. They're going to start punishing the addict for the way they act. They're going to start nagging the addict, which isn't healthy for the person either. And that is where co-addiction and codependency start happening. So thus, for families, the labeling process is an attempt to control what is happening. So the families are like, what the hell? So they're trying to control what's happening, make sense of things, and start putting labels on things. Addicts react in turn to protect themselves. And in doing so, the addictive defense seems to the addictive defense system becomes even better developed. And so now all this crap happens, right? You're deflecting, bam, bam. And now your addictive defense is taking you deeper into your addiction and your addictive personality. That makes sense? Joe E., welcome to the show.
Welcome. Yeah,
Glad you're here.
It's hard.
TJ, what's up, brother?
It's hard too, because when you see somebody's life going out of control, your first instinct is to try and control it to make it better. But actually, the opposite is what you need to do. You have to let them continue to be out of control and fix you so that they can experience the consequences of their actions. That's a very, very hard thing to do, to go against your own, what feels like the right nature.
I was asking in general. By no means am I personally would jeopardize a safe space. No, I don't think you would. I'm just feeling around. No, that's good, brother. No, these kind of questions are good because maybe somebody else needed to hear what you just exactly had to say. And that's why I think sharing your story from day one is a positive thing. You never know who needs to hear what. Questions are always good. There's no such thing as a bad idea. And that's what we do as a community. We are a safe place where we're not going to criticize, minimize. We're going to listen while you vent. And any question is just that as well. No judgmental, no judgment zone. This is a place of love and peace and recovery, healing, acceptance, self-esteem building, character building, understanding what we did wrong, a place we can be open and vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to talk and ask for help. It's okay. And it feels good coming out of the other side. And on top of that, you be vulnerable and I get to help. Guess what? You just strengthened me. Sometimes we need to hear, sometimes we need to talk. And no matter which side we're on, either the one needs help or the one that's helping, it's a growth on both sides, no matter what position you're in at the time.
Right. And just to answer a question above, we don't have an Instagram.
Yeah, we do.
We have a Recovering Addict Instagram?
Yeah, kind of.
There's your answer.
I got everything, but I only have time to put my efforts on so much. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I do have an Instagram.
Yeah.
It's nothing great. I mean, there's nothing great going on.
I'll have to figure out, because you can usually tie them together.
It's tied to my Facebook. If you comment in my Instagram, it'll hit me on Facebook.
Hello, Karima After Addiction.
Hey, what's going on?
Nice
Welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here.
you.
Aaron, she must know Aaron.
Must. I'm still so emotional over the video that you guys made for me. I'm officially out of order for the rest of the night. And hugs. Virtual hugs.
Makes me feel good.
We have people in this family from all over the world. You have follow the sun support and love rooting you all the way.
Amen. We truly recovered better together. So true.
So true. Been there, Naomi. I cried the whole hour when they made mine.
I love it. I mean, it's cool, but
it's just
I
don't understand.
I got Twitter, Discord, Periscope, Twitch, Facebook page, Facebook group, YouTube, and what else? And a website.
Yeah.
It's like I can focus my energies on, it's where you can focus your energies. School, rehab, working my steps, reading these books.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And on that, let's listen to Cassie's quote of the day.
Hey, my Recovering Addicts family. I'm here tonight, as always, with that motivational quote on Recovering Addicts. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. Walt Disney. This one gets a double wink.
Ooh la la.
And that's for you, LT, for doing the impossible. And as always, you guys know what to do. Let's bring it together and continue to spread that love.
Thank you, Cassie.
We love it every time, Cassie. You're amazing.
That was cool.
Ooh la la.
Never thought the people hours away could care so much. This group's helped me redefine myself worth so much. Amen. That's what recovery is redefining yourself. To not be the person you were. Recovery is more than abstinence from drugs and alcohol. You can remove, I love the saying, alcoholism. You remove the alcohol, you still got the ism. And guess who the ism is? Me. That applies to everybody. You know whose video got me was TJ's. TJ sent me some videos or some pictures and was like, hey, can you throw a little video? Can you throw a little compilation just nonchalant? And I was like, sure, no problem. Then I got into him and realized how special his pictures were to him. Oh, man, if you rewind the Nest camera, I'm like a slobbering mess the whole time. The music was just right, and man alive, I literally was teared up, pretty much snot balling the whole time through TJ's video. So we just learned that both sides, once the addict starts acting in this addict personality, stage 2, your addict is showing, both sides don't know how to react to each other. The addict is pushing people away. The people are trying to control the addict. They don't know how to react to the addict. They don't understand addictive personality. They didn't realize what was going on the last year and a half, 2 years of this. Oh, he's just been hanging out drinking, no big deal. Not realizing this internal battle all of a sudden just morphed and now is protruding from the skin. And you're seeing this addiction take place. You're seeing this addiction come out. This personality that you don't know and don't understand. And we become dependent on that addict. For the addictive process to continue, the addicted person must learn how to deflect concerns of others, right? Psh, psh, psh. Don't bring that to me. Psh. See, I need my little sound button.
Yeah. You guys are like deflection warriors.
Yeah, we're good at it.
Ninjas.
Justification, deflection. One of the most dangerous aspects of the labeling process is that once the addicted person is given a new label, the family starts to adjust to the new person. You see that? Now that the family has seen what's going on the outside, they throw a label. Now they're adjusting to like let it happen. It's almost like a beginning of enabling, it sounds like to me.
Mm-hmm.
The family starts to adjust to the new person. This new person is given a significant place within the family who adjusts to the changed person and even become dependent on having him or her around. The addict, in quotes, the addict becomes a role within the family and starts to serve a vital purpose. Family members are caught in a dilemma. They hate the addict, but they love the self within, the person. It is not typical for family members to realize they're dealing with an illness. As the addiction progresses within the family, everyone slowly adjusts to it. Family members or others, such as coworkers, start to see what a good scapegoat a person suffering from addiction can be. They start to hate the addict. As family members feel attacked, used, and abused by the addict, they want to get even and fight back. Family members then become locked into the same fight that the addict and self are locked into. The families try to make the addict more responsible and respectful, but fail because a practicing addict is not able to change. The struggle continues, becoming ritually embedded within the fabric of the family.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's on point. And everybody, it's okay to ugly cry and snot wall.
Yeah, it's okay.
Just let it out. Don't hold it in. Just do it.
All the time God is good. Amen to that, 100%.
Sure he's going to come up with a new dance? She asked for suggestions, and Aubrey said wrecking ball. That's funny.
Aubrey.
That's pretty good. Please do that and send it to us.
So, for example, suppose you love a family member who suffers from addiction and is unable to love you back. You have deep mood swings as the person you love swings from self to the addict. 1 minute you may be relating quite well to the person's self, then something is said that awakens the addict. The personality shift occurs, and the next minute you are hating the person, trying to figure out what happened. Perhaps you made a caring statement that triggered feelings of shame in that person and came out the addict to protect his or her territory. Man, that's a tricky thing addiction is, isn't it? Holy crap. Because the person suffering from addiction acts untrustworthy, the family stops trusting the person, and the members consciously or unconsciously start to distance themselves. This is the natural means of protection. When the person starts to act like his or herself again, not like the addict, family members start to feel ashamed for having distanced themselves. They're like, oh, dang, look, he actually is a good guy. What the heck?
Mhm.
They decide to reach out once more, only to feel betrayed once again. This goes on and on until a family member cannot take it anymore and gives up trying to have any relationship with that person. But whenever family members feel the person's self trying to emerge, they will feel a longing to connect, but also a sense of shame for not wanting to, for fear they will be hurt once again.
True. It is very difficult to navigate both sides. That is true. Absolutely, it's so easy to enable. I do it all the time with my husband without knowing. But he was 3 weeks sober today. Yay!
Yes.
And I do believe he's done this time. He has watched my growth. And you are a great inspiration there, Miss Ashley.
Good job, Ashley. I'm proud of you. So good.
But I completely can concur. That is a vicious cycle, and the only way to break it is to just work on yourself.
His eyes sweat. Amen, B. I 100% agree with that. That's great.
It really
All right.
is. I'm going to find the article about crying and about how people who cry are less depressed and less stressed and like releases chemicals. And it's good for you. I'm going to find it.
Y'all want to know what's cool? Just for today. It's called fulfilling our dreams. It says dreams that we've given up on long ago can now become reality. That's basic text, page 71. All things begin with a dream. But how many of us fulfilled our dreams while we were using? Raise your hand if because of using you guys fulfilled lots of dreams and everything was awesome. Even if we managed to complete something we had started, our addiction usually robbed us of any pride in our accomplishment. Perhaps when we used, we dreamed of a day when we would be clean. And guess what? That day has come. We can use this day to make our dreams come true. To fulfill our dreams, we must take action. But our lack of self-confidence may keep us from trying. We can begin by setting realistic goals. The success we experience when we attain our initial goals allow us to dream bigger dreams the next time around. Some of our members share that when they compare the ambitions they had when they were first got clean with what they have actually achieved in recovery, they are astonished. In recovery, we often find more dreams come true than we could have ever imagined. Experiencing that. Just for today, I will remember that all things begin with a dream. Today, I will allow myself to make my dreams come true. Allow your dreams to come true. You dream them and you take action and make them happen. You're sober now and you can do this. My buddy Daniel showed up late last night about 10 o'clock and he walked up to me and he's like, bro, normally you would be blacked out drunk by now. And I was like, I know, isn't this great?
It's funny, it's been a while. He's been around. That's like what he expects.
Yeah, when he used to come over, I'd be just wiped out.
This study's good enough. I'm gonna share it with you guys if I can.
Don't look back. I love it. Onward and upward, move forward, this family. Oh, updates and announcements. As you all know, I started my peer support specialist and I'm joining SOAR to get my life coach thing. So it's going to be a 3-month endeavor to accomplish these two things I'm after right now. I'm looking at rescheduling the live feed. I don't think we're going to be able to keep up with it every single night and make it quality. So I'm thinking Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays we do the live stream. What do you guys think? Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And that gives Nicole Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So there's going to be a recovery every week. But Recovering Addict here, Felice and I will be Sunday night just like now. And then Tuesday, and then Thursdays. Yeah. What do y'all think? Totally profound right now.
So good.
Glad, Sky. I love it. I love the golden nuggets. Ain't that right, Aubrey? Every message you hear, every text you read and listen until you find that golden nugget and then hang on to it, cherish it, meditate on it, think about it, and then give it to somebody else. Oops. I can understand my kids are always second guessing me because yeah. And it's going to take a long time to get that trust back. Wow.
At
Sean.
least you're doing this, though. It's
Yeah.
Never too late. It's
Right
never,
there with you, man.
Never too late.
Right there with you. Sweet. Thank you, Mark, for the confidence. And then after I get my support tech, after I get this life coach thing, we'll reevaluate then. So I'm thinking starting tomorrow. I could start as early as tomorrow. And obviously, if I make that choice tomorrow, Discord, Facebook page, Facebook group, everything will have an update on that decision.
It will be the same time, though. We won't be starting later.
8 o'clock. We're always going to keep that time slot, 8 o'clock. I would like to have at least one during the week. Maybe we'll have a fourth stream. I'm looking at 3 days a week streaming, and maybe adding a fourth stream sometime in the morning so that our friends in the UK can catch a stream that's not at 3 a.m. for them, you know.
You just won't get the other half.
Because right now it's 1 a.m. tomorrow afternoon. In Australia, it's 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow in the UK, and it's 9 o'clock here, and then 2 hours later out east. That
Dang it, Merc.
beat you to it.
You win this time.
Thanks, Big Hump. We're not going nowhere. We'll just have our stream 3 days a week. I'll always still be available daily in the Discord for the support. You know, when people, and you know, in the Discord is where people actually get real-time, quick action to anybody that's hurting. I mean, I seen it today. We had a person who reached out and was like, hey, I'm sitting in front of a high-risk situation. Talk me out of this. We jumped into action. That person left the high-risk situation. We jumped into the voice channel, and we let that person get it off their chest, and that person is doing better and is feeling good now, and tomorrow is going to be super relieved that they didn't wake up fearful and in shame, you know? So I'll always be ready to jump and support in the Discord, just like always.
We'll share that
Facebook
link again.
Facebook group as always, and the Facebook page. I don't know. You can even hit me up on Instagram if you want to. Thank you. We'll say our prayer.
Love to. Here I is.
Here I is. Rock me like a hurricane. That's not the words.
It is what it is. I have to accept it.
Was that the first part of the prayer? To accept the things I cannot change, Cherie.
Yep. And we need the wisdom to know the difference.
Amen.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Another thing, dear Lord, I'd love to pray for the suffering addict out there. Everybody to find sobriety and stay sober, dear Lord. In Jesus' personal name I pray, amen.
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 Thanks, buddy.
Yes.
Kyle probably wishes that too.
Can you guys watch YouTube over in the military?
Never seen TikTok?
I don't know. Now that we exist,
There's
need to
TikTok in prison.
spread the word to all the military folks.
We recover better together by staying safe, staying sane, staying strong, and staying sober. You're worth it. Good night, family. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock, maybe. All right, so
There you go.
I'll let you know what's happening. I believe Felice and I decided that we're going to finish out this week every night, and then the next following week we will change our schedule. So I can announce it every night so that everybody knows.
Have an adjustment period.
We'll have an adjustment period for everybody. Yep, and then we will be back tomorrow
Maybe.
at 8 o'clock.
Just kidding.
You all know what to do. Stay strong. Stay sober.
Do not put yourself in a high-risk situation. Stay strong, work your program, and remember, we recover better together.